I found a photo of us in an album belonging to an enemy of my mother. He used to be her lover. There were a lifetime of photos to prove it. Our eyes filled with too much possibility and not enough fear. Should that be reversed? My heart paused the moment I saw us. It breaks when I look at your sweet face, face that adored mine, face that kissed my lips into a storybook fantasy where I ruled over demons greater than the best of my fears, face that hurt me with words like nice guy and tomorrow and promise. We fit so well, yet never could fit at all. Me with nowhere to call home but your wanderlusted soul, and you with your other lovers. I wish you hadn't called me all those years later, your voice immediately intoxicating me with delicious venom, lulling me into a charmed snake dance until I broke your spell and told you not to call me again. I hated saying it. My words were still too fresh even after 11 years. My wounds were still too fresh even after 11 years. But I had a new life that I didn't want you to ruin, a wife I love and kids that you didn't deserve to know. Yesterday I met with a stranger I used to know. We talked about my mother and how he became her enemy and the drugs they dealt, all that cocaine and the outlaw parties at that haunted house in Duarte, and how some bad men murdered his wife. And we talked about dirty rock-bottom blues music and the piss smell of New Orleans, and he had a flooded photo album and there was a picture of you and me. Leather jackets, baby faces, plaid and skulls, combat boot rage wrapped in sheepish eyes, stomped out of a swamp full of pocket mirrors and McDonald's straws. You, leaning into me like you always did, fragile hands strangling my arm for protection with stoic face hiding a frightened girl, eyes searing laser holes through the lens, glimmer of hope, proud of the person who adored me but unsure of the atom bombs looming overhead, knowing total annihilation was a whisper away, unknowing that nothing more than a fleeting moment existed between us. It hurts to look at this photo. I miss something, but it isn't you. It isn't me either. It's something, though, because this feeling is sinking me. Hobo's Harley shop. We smoked a joint while we waited for my mom to get there. This is the day you wanted me to fuck your ass. And we broke my friend's bathroom sink trying, and his mom kicked us out for it. We couldn't stop laughing. Getting caught was so awkward. I was embarrassed, but you weren't. You never were. Not even the time we took too much acid at Disneyland and the whole place melted all night long while you raged on like a feral Cheshire, broken shackles and ruler of the world. I slinked behind you, quietly wishing you weren't so full of life and so loud and so free, quietly wishing I could be more like you. It hurts to look at this photo. I miss you, but not the you are now, I think. Curiosity killed all 9 lives, but I threw caution like sand into that wide-eyed headwind and scoured the engines for you. Police record, rap sheets peppered the data sites, a catalog of charges and offenses from petty theft, larceny, possession, and worse. A cold slap stung my lovesick skin and drained the reverie from my lonely old bones. On Facebook, forestry work with the Department of Corrections, a shining achievement, billboard blinking above the birth of your child. Faces and names from a life long gone, rushed movie moment memories of pains I'd forgotten, and hints of adrenaline that once filled me with thirst to escape a life on razor's edge. As quickly as my heart leapt when I found this photo, learning your whereabouts and history stamped out the ember that I'd forgotten still burned. Disinfected by the realization I'd avoided that life, which teeters never ending on the cliff of demise and survival. But I do wonder, does the right side of your mouth still curl into a half smile when you hear the violent femmes?